during a political campaign, everyone is concerned with what a candidate would do on this or that issue, if he is elected. But the candidate is more interested in what he would do if he is not elected. The All Progressives Congress bigwigs and chieftains are rallying support for the party's presidential flag bearer and former Lagos State Governor, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Beyond congratulatory and goodwill messages, the party's leaders say his candidacy is a breath of fresh air. So we can go back there again.
No, for me, I think if you had gotten someone from the government, I don't think that would have been the very best. Of course, the government has its own low points and questions will be asked. But for someone coming from outside the immediate government, I think it is good for the party. Somebody who will be bringing fresh ideas. And I think you can't underrate the political force of this man in question. In 2015, I remember was it 15 or 11, even when Ribadu was on the ballot, despite the internal stuff, you know what APC polled in the Southwest? About 1.4 million votes. It's unusual, of course. Even in the South, I think they polled also some vote there. So for him, and you should notice that each election year, where the candidates come from, they always turn out a lot of votes. That is, like the last election, the Northeast and the Northwest, were leading, in terms of volume of votes. So fresh air, both in governance and both in terms of, voters turnout. I think right now you have the Northwest as the highest in terms of voters registration, about 21 million or so. Then you have the Southwest following with about 17.4 million votes. I think this will be in contest. So fresh air, one, a person with experience who is not within the government to inherit the blame and the failures of the government. And two, somebody with enough political force, political structure across the country to bring this to the table for the party. And I think the next election will be a very funny one in this country.
But not funny. Says the next election would not be funny, but I'm adding not funny.
Yes, it's one who understands what it means by the election being funny. The election could spring some surprises. I want to imagine that the coming of NMPP will really muddle the waters in the Northwest especially, because people are angry. Some of them have decided to pitch their tents with the NMPP. So, and basically it's led by someone reputed for being a grassroots politician. So we expect, just as it happened in Bauchi and some states,
so you're looking at Kwankwasia and so on.
Yeah, Kwankwasia is a force. It's a massive force in northern Nigeria. It has not been able to win an election for some time. In terms of maybe a big election like governorship election, it's been struggling, but it's been building that group for some time, and that group is formidable. So I expect that some of what happened in 2019, when we saw some candidates winning on the platform of PRP.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, we expect that in Bauchi, some states of the north,
that's it.
Some PRP candidates emerged, even for the House of Reps, House of Assembly, they did well. So this time around, it is possible that NMPP will be able to win one or two states in the Northwest, and some House of Assembly, and even House of Reps as well.